Hello everyone and welcome to BISP Solutions. I am CS Anjana Mishra, working as the lead functional consultant at BISP Solutions. I specialize in synthesizing and analyzing the financial data. I have 7 years of experience in NetSuite, HFM, FCCS, and so others. BISP Solutions is a tech company providing technological solutions across the globe. We have a far-flung proficiency in end-to-end implementation and support. Today, we'll be looking at the revaluation of the fixed assets and its impact on the cash flow statement of the organization or an company. So let's start. Fixed assets revaluation is the process of either increasing or decreasing the carrying value of the fixed assets into the books of accounts of the organization. Whatever is the carrying value, either it is decreased or increased, and that process is known as the fixed assets revaluation. IFRS, or the International Financial Reporting Standards, stated that though initially fixed assets to be recorded at cost, but it allows dual modules or two modules for subsequent accounting for fixed assets. One model is the cost model, and the second one is the revaluation model. This is provided under IAS 15, Property, Plants, and Equipments. Fixed assets that are measured using the acquisition costs may lose their relevance value because they do not reflect the true value, and that is the reason revaluation is required into the systems of the organization. The benefit of revaluation of the fixed asset, it improves the capital structure, and it also improves the capital ratio which is required when the company requires any debts or loans from the open market. This capital ratio is one of those things that is judged or looked at by the investors by when they are investing into the organization, or the organization requires debt or loans from the market. So fixed assets revaluation actually depicts the proper picture, the true picture of the fixed assets as in the current market scenario. So in the revaluation model that is provided by IAS 16, asset is initially recorded at the cost, just like the cost model, and subsequently the carrying amount or the book value of the asset is adjusted due to the change in the asset value into the current market. That is, if I go and purchase the same, exactly the same model of my asset from the market, what is the exactly market value that is there that I'll have to pay in order to in order to buy that or purchase that asset. So the revaluation model allows both downward and upward adjustment into the value of an asset. It may happen that the value of the asset exactly of the same base that I have into my books, the value can either increase from what I have actually purchased it for, or it can also decrease, and hence a downward revaluation or downward adjustment is also possible. Now, what are the effects of this revaluation into the organization's position or the financial statements? Any gain that has resulted into the from the revaluation goes into the other comprehensive income that forms a part of the equity into the financial position of the organization, and any loss that has resulted into the from the revaluation uh, finds its way into the income statement of the organization. So, what is the impact of my fixed assets revaluation on the cash flow statement? The cash flow statement depicts the liquidity position of the organization, the proper liquidity position of the organization. The liquidity is actually calculated by the current ratio, that is the current assets upon current liabilities. So it is very much clear that the fixed assets revaluation does not impact the cash flow statement. Liquidity does not affect the decision to conduct an estimated revaluation, because management will be in doubts within the benefits of revaluation of fixed assets. Although revaluation informs the fair value of the fixed assets that represent the amount of cash to be received, The information is less useful as long as the fixed assets are not in the position to be sold, because the revaluation policy does not have a real impact on the company's cash flow statement. So my revaluation of the fixed assets do not impact the cash flow statement, though it has an impact on the OCI, that is the other comprehensive income, and the income statement, but it does not have a fruitful or a very impactful effect on the cash flow statement of the organization, because it depicts for the liquidity, and revaluation may affect the liquidity when the when the organization is in a position to sell the fixed asset in conversation or in talks. So this is the revaluation impact on the cash flow statement, and the revaluation impact on the OCI or the income statement, whichever is fit for the revaluation gain or loss. So this was all from my side on the revaluation of the fixed assets and its impact on the statements of the organization. In case of any queries or any consultation that is required from our side, please just do get back to us at www.visvsolutions.com, where we would be happy to help you. Thank you so much.